Hey, what's going on, world of YouTube? My name is Pat, and this is my video review on the movie Watchmen. And just to cut to the chase, the movie is crap. Don't watch it. If you're a fan of the comic book, you're going to be disappointed about how they butchered it. And if you haven't read it, I would recommend avoid seeing the movie so that you can actually get a chance to read the book and not have a contaminated mind about it. Because it really is a phenomenal book and one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever written. Um, Man, now how did they ruin it? Well, they did keep to the scenes in the storyboard, and a lot of people had complaints about that. I don't understand. I thought that was fine. What I don't like is that they left everything unchanged except for the important stuff. They changed Rorschach's origin story. They changed like the ending and the conclusion. They changed like all these little important things, and that's the stuff that they changed. And they changed the fact that there was actually a romantic connection at the end between the one woman and and I don't want to give away too much here, and I'm gonna talk around it, but don't worry, if people have read the book, they'll get what I'm saying. Um, they flubbed the great line, like the greatest line ever in fiction. They completely flubbed it, and if you want to know exactly or hear about me talking about it, you can look up my retrospective on the video, which I'm gonna make too. But they flub so many things, and the core problem of the movie is that they tried to make an 8-hour movie into 3 hours, and they could have, like, I don't know, Zack Snyder, he could have either have trimmed out some better scenes and like made it more aerodynamic or something, but they just had too much information to process, and like for 3 hours they were cramming in 8 hours of information. It was just people on screen speed talking out information like blah, 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 oh shit, we gotta get to the next scene, blah, blah, blah. Like that was the whole movie, and there was too much information to process. I mean, if I hadn't read the book, I would never have been able to follow that. I mean, we went with somebody, me and my brother, we went with someone from his work, and the guy's not a dumb guy by any stretch of the imagination, and he was watching this movie. It's like, what is going on? Just because it's like they give you way too much to absorb, and they expect you to get a lot of it by picking up on subtleties. Like they don't ever tell you superheroes were pushed out of business. Like you have to pay attention to the scenery and all that to get that that's going on, and it was just poorly executed on so many levels. If I were to give it an arbitrary score, I would give it a 2 out of 10. Like it really was that bad. Um, of course, the only reason I'm giving it 2 out of 10 is because I've read the book, and if I've never read the book and I didn't think that there was a book that existed and I watched the movie, I'd probably give it about 4 out of 10, simply because it's something so radically original. But at the same time, though, if you are a person that has not read the book and you're thinking about seeing this movie, please, please, please don't watch it and read the book. It's not a long read. It's a very simple read, and it's very, very, very good, like, fiction. And if you see this movie and then you read the book, you won't think anything of the book. And I really can't see who should ever watch this movie. It's not worth it. It's horrible. The only thing that's good about it that I can say is that it had some good casting. The guy who played Rorschach was spot on. The guy who played Dr. Manhattan was spot on. Um, let's see. I mean, almost everybody was spot on. I think the only person who was really off was Ozymandias, and he was just this Poindextery, dorky-looking kid. And it's like, why the hell is this guy like Ozymandias? Like, what is going on? He's like skinnier than everybody else, and in the book he's supposed to be this perfect man, that he's like got the perfect body and all that, but it wasn't the case. It was awful. Um, but yeah, that's about all I can really say about the movie. Oh, and also, if you do have kids, I hope that people are telling this to parents at the theater. Don't take your kids to see this movie. It's very violent. It has lots of graphic violence, and basically 50% of the film has nudity in it. And that's not like a joking estimate. Like 50% of the stills in this movie have nudity on it, because one of the characters doesn't wear clothes, and it's very relevant to his character. But I'm just letting you know, the whole movie is nudity and violence from beginning to end, and this is not a children's movie. Um, Thanks for watching, and post your comments if you want, and you've already seen the movie and you would care. I also am going to make a retrospective and talk about the details of it. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.